Song must surely be playing because I have appeared. Yes, AOD. We are playing Lavos' theme because you are here. How are you doing this evening? Hey, coming back to the end of an ad break. Not bad, not bad. Maybe we should get into the game. What do you think? You felt like crap all day? Oh no, Frost! I'm sorry to hear that. You're working on some main project artwork, somewhat fitting music to work on it with. Well, I'm sorry I had to interrupt it. What was this again? Right. I had contemplating going back and redoing that fight, but nah. You're ruining my vibes, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not really, but I'm sorry.
I'll handle it.
I also told myself that I was gonna do another omelet grind. I'm not gonna. I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do that. Good morning. You're studying Heimdall this month, right? Are you gonna go see Princess Elfin in the summer festival? I'm so jealous. I'd really like to go see her myself, but my dad won't let me. He says Heimdall's too dangerous and busy for me to visit on my own. Understandable. Kid your age. Any books here that I don't have yet? Nope. Oh, speaking of books. If I recall correctly. Was I on that chapter? No, I definitely remember reading this one. Breathing. What was the last thing that happened? Right, Toby got attacked. Sister Cornelia showed up to save him. We're back on a train leaving. Oh, and the mysterious package is actually an active orbment. That's what was happening here. I only got 5 more chapters of this, and then I gotta go over to Red Moon, where I am still missing chapter 12, and potentially a 14. Never mind, it straight up says at the top, chapter 14 is the final chapter, so. It does not say that with this one. So there could be a chapter 11 that I'm missing, but... Moving purposely through the crowd, we made our way between the rows of seats. Each time the swinging bag in hand struck the side of my knee, I became keenly aware of its presence. It was an unnerving feeling, quite like I had unintentionally brushed up against someone in an offensive way. Furthermore, it was nearly inconceivable to my mind that an ancient relic the Jaeger Corps were pursuing with such frenzy was sitting right there inside the stitched cloth of this cheap handbag. What a fool Mitch had been. Hadn't he known the burden this object would bring would be far more weighty than the both of us could have ever hoped to bear? I squeezed my eyes shut at the thought, I squeezed my eyes shut against the thoughts flying around in my mind and addressed Sister Cornelia, who followed closely behind me. Will we be making a break for the cathedral once we get off? Yes, that was the plan, she answered, scanning the scene outside the window of the passenger car. I think that's the only option we've got if you want to make it through this day alive. The station where the train was set to arrive was unremittingly crowded with countless droves of passengers, and as usual, the sky was slightly overcast. Everyone outside the platform stood shivering in silence with their collars drawn up to their ears, huddling close to one another for warmth, like a flock of waterfowl out on the tidelands in midwinter. "Don't worry, I won't be tossing you down a flight of stairs this time, Toby," jested Sister Cornelia. "Although, if there were 2 more of you at my disposal, I might have decided otherwise," she added. Evidently, the numbers in our welcome party this time had seen a rather dramatic increase. "The odds don't appear to be in our favor," she said in a low voice, her warm breath tickling the lobe of my ear. We won't be able to leave through the ticket gate alone. Won't be able to leave through the ticket gate." Just end of sentence. As soon as we stepped off the train, we stealthily moved to the opposite end of the platform, and after sneaking out a large door for only authorized station personnel, we jumped down onto the path of the railroad ties and steel rails below. The biting cold wind of the capital swept freely across the unobstructed railroad tracks, causing me to shudder as it ruffled our coats with its chilly touch. Slipping between the couplers of a pair of freight cars, we moved cautiously along their edge, sticking close to the shadows. Over on the cargo platform, workers were busy unloading containers. This did not need to be a singular half sentence on this page. For someone who had his mind set on becoming a dealer of pilfered goods, gaining illicit entry into the station house would be one of the first of all the basics. Showing my ticket, I spoke politely to one of the workers. Then, with a scenario picked out in my head, I sold it to him as I played the part of a manager here on business with a celebrity of notable reputation. Midway through our conversation, I introduced Sister Cornelia, who did her best to show the man a glamorous smile and feminine pose. I had possibly gone a bit overboard when I stated that she was an opera singer, because the way she carried herself made her look more akin to a low-wage song in a bar of drunkards. Yet, in spite of it all, the worker graciously let us through. Page 7 is the most important page. True. We're busy unloading containers. Very important page here. "You're so good that it's almost scary, Toby," Sister Cornelia said as we raced through the station's warehouse sector. "You should seriously consider doing another job," she went on. "I bet you're going to tell me to join the Bracer Guild, right? Come on, those guys would turn me down in a heartbeat," I said as I laughed off the thought. Then, throwing the idea back in her court, I asked, "So what about you? What about yourself? Why don't you join the Bracer Guild?" Reaching it out of the warehouse sector, we came to a stop in front of a large chain link fence. Sister Cornelia crouched down and, while sliding a drainage cover to the side, laughed at my previous question as if it were insane. Excuse me. In just 4 words, it conveys the plight of the working man. It's true. "Are you kidding?" she asked. They'd gun me down the second I set foot into one of their branches. The winding, narrow stone tunnels, like the one we were in, ran everywhere beneath the Capitol. We crawled along as the light shining down through the drainage grates of the side of the large road above us illuminated the way like a trail of flickering orbital lampposts. The feet of those walking along the avenue passed right by where we were, but not a single person noticed us scraping our way along below them. And for some strange reason or another, the world just beyond the thin flagstone-paved road appeared so dazzling in my eyes. Yet the Jaeger Corps, loss of the artifact in hand, and a senseless sudden death, all of which had never crossed my mind before, lay in wait for me, dared I to venture into the open world above. As we pressed on, I began to think that the small round tunnel which we were crawling through would run on forever, when it finally merged with a high-ceilinged sewer surrounded by walls of countless blocks and chiseled stone. "We'll go through here and make our way over to where the cathedral is located," Sister Cornelia insisted. Raising one brow, she pointed her finger upward. "It's a lot safer down here than it is up there." "That's fine and all, but what are we going to do if it gets attacked?" Sister Cornelia grabbed my hands with that stepped into the murky darkness beyond. Don't worry, Toby, she reassured me. Faith isn't the only thing supporting the church. That's good. It's a good thing. We've got 3 more chapters of this. Yeah. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right, though. Chapter 8, page 7. Such a beautiful, beautiful page. I cried when I read this. Like, internally, not externally. I'm not gonna cry in front of you guys. But I cried internally when I read this. It definitely feels like summer now that the sunflowers are blooming. Edel said that she'll be going to the academy to take care of the flowers there. It just makes me happy to see someone so dedicated to flowers. Alrighty, let's look for my favorite peeps. Hi, Patrick. It's rare to see you up this early, Patrick. What's the occasion?
I have my reasons. How are you feeling after that whole ordeal?
Huh? I'm fine, thanks. I might not have been if you weren't there to make sure Elise was safe, though. I really owe you for that.
It was partly my fault she was in danger to begin with. It was the very least that I could do. Allow me to add that I do not intend to breathe a word of what I witnessed down there to anyone. I'd much rather settle things with you man to man, after all.
Likewise. Is it just me, or did his personality completely change? He's suddenly a decent person.
Come to think of it, you're all going to Heimdall, aren't you? I'll be attending the garden party the day after tomorrow myself.
It seems like all the big names are. But if that were the case, wouldn't Laura and Machias get invited too? Father hasn't even mentioned it this year. Same with my dad.
I'm not interested in the guest list. With one minor exception. Will your sister be in attendance, Schwarzer?
Patrick, I swear to Adios. Patrick, I think the two of us need to sit down and have a little talk. Then you can give me a nice, detailed explanation of why you would ever need to access that sort of information.
I just found myself curious. It didn't mean anything by it.
She's going to die single, isn't she? She may not die single, but if Reen has anything to say about it, she won't be dating Patrick anytime soon. Hi, Guyler. Weird that they're doing morning practice on the day of a field study, but rumor has it that Elisa's going to Heimdall Rumor has it that Elisa's going to Heimdall Summer Festival. Well, I hope she enjoys it while she can. She will certainly be in for a shock when she returns to find that I have surpassed her. Yeah, the Summer Festival isn't why we're going to Heimdall. I mean, we can go to the Summer Festival too, though, Reen. It may not be our main purpose, but it is a thing we can do while we're there.
No!
Mint! My month of cleaning is almost over. Soon the credits I lost by botching the Orbital Science exam will be all mine. Ferris was in fact shocked that she did not in fact surpass her rival. It's true. Oh hey Elliot, did you see me wallowing in misery over here and coming to lend a helping hand? I would, but I'm actually kind of busy myself. Because she was unquestionably not the main heroine. It's true, AOD. She's not. We're actually about to head out to Heimdall for our field study this month. Aw, lucky. You're just in time for the summer festival and everything. Wait, you're from there, right? How sweet. You even get to spend some time with your family. Aw, I hope so, but chances are we'll be so busy that I'll barely have time to see them or the festival. Wow, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound fun at all. Well, good luck anyway. In the meantime, I'll be working hard to pick up the garbage. Oh, and practicing for the concert once I'm done. All of a sudden, I appreciate the field study a whole lot more. No. Do you really not like her playing that much, Elliot? Oh, that reminds me. Hibble never actually came back to the dorms yesterday. I waited for him for so long. I guess he must have spent the whole day getting things ready for the concert. Really? That's a little strange. I'm definitely curious, but I don't really have time to look into it. Mint's volunteer work will finally be over this month. I can't believe I got dragged into this whole thing. Uncle Markarov! Look, I'm flying on my broom! She just doesn't care, does she? Are we even related? I feel like every time I see Markarov, I end up giving him a different voice. That's principal's office. You know, the way that, that Mint was talking, I almost wonder if Hibble has a quest for us. Oh, hi, Rosine. I hope this has no effect on next month's performance. Instructor Beatrix herself said that it's not entirely clear yet either. What? Oh, good morning. My apologies, I was caught up in thought. Okay then. Well, if Hibble does have a thing for us, she's not available in the music room. Yo, field study time, huh? Just about. Excuse me. But before I go, I wanted to thank you again for your help in the old schoolhouse. Don't worry about it. You've already thanked me like 20 times anyway. Heh. Tell you what. Forget about the 50 Mira I owe you and we'll call it even. No! I will never forget about the 50 Mira, Crow. Haha. I think I'm the one who owes you now, to be honest. Also, about what you saw down there. Sorry, man. I don't know what you're talking about. But more importantly, help a brother out here. We gotta decide which horse to race to back at the summer races. This one here looks good to me, but I want to get a second opinion. I don't think I can help with that. Yeah, no kidding. For sure. You know, students aren't supposed to gamble, Crow. Who said anything about gambling? No. This is a contest with prizes. Nothing wrong with that. He's a nice guy, isn't he? He really is. I owe him one. Probably the wrong inflection for Elliot's line there, but, like, also appropriate. Who knew you could give someone PTSD for only 50 Mira? It's true! You know, next time I actually go in and adjust my, like, rewards and alerts and stuff, I gotta have something for 50 Mira. I don't know what, but I gotta have something. I don't know if there's anything that I can still get from you. Make it a scam? I mean, to be fair, I've labeled my channel points as Mira, which some might argue is always a scam. Just spending channel points for effectively nothing. But also, the channel points themselves are free, so, like, Can't say got any good memories of Heimdall. Only ones I've got involve losing over and over again at the racetrack. Okay. Some accessories might be good, but I think I'll hold off until I'm in a position where I know what I'm fighting. No, I've already been in there. Already been in there, have not been in there. I spoke to Teisel, but I have not actually been in the building. I just walk in and he's like, no! You guys are banned from this store. You're not selling me more of omelets off of my own ingredients at a frickin' profit. Okay, let's get going. Yes, let's enter Trista Station. Hey, Group B. Oh, you're all here. Ready to take off? Ready as we'll ever be. Alright, let's get our tickets from the counter then. Well, the capital's only half an hour west, so at least the fare should be cheap. Isn't the fare covered? I thought the fare was covered. Sometimes I think Melissa forgets that I'm the one who goes out and brings home the Mira. Her life wouldn't be nearly as comfortable if it weren't for me. Grumble, grumble. Good morning, Fee. Did you sleep well last night? It was okay, I guess. I see. This month's field study should prove different from usual since both groups are being sent to the same city. Feel free to give us a call if you need anything, Laura. We might be in different groups this month, but we can still help. Thank you. And be sure to let us know if there's anything you need our help with. Looks like she's got a good handle on how to manage the awkwardness going on between those two. It's finally time for us to set off to Heimdall. We'll be at the same location this time, so get in touch if anything happens, okay? Yeah. It might be best to keep each other updated, just in case. My apologies for concerning all of you. So they've decided to send us straight to Heimdall for our next field study. Considering the size of the city, I can see our tasks being especially bothersome this time. I'm sure it'll be difficult, but do try to refrain from being an insufferable know-it-all while you're on your home turf. I dare you to say that again! Calm down, you two. Look, just because you two love each other doesn't mean you get to bicker like an old married couple. Heimdall sits at the very core of this country, geographically and politically. Seems like there's no better place to learn about the Empire. Yeah, you should be able to learn plenty while we're there. I grew up there, but I feel like going for a field study will let me see it from a whole new perspective. That certainly seems possible. Well, at any rate, we'd better brace ourselves. You never know what we'll find on our field studies. What'll happen on our field studies. Ain't that the truth?
I've got this!
Of course.
Good morning, everyone. Excuse me. Let me guess, you're headed for Heimdall this month? That's right. We'd like 5 tickets to Heimdall, please. Coming right up. You know, the capital summer festival is coming up in just a few days. I'm sure lots of people will be streaming into the capital to celebrate, So be careful out there. I know I'll be streaming it the whole time. Yeah! That joke was clever. Please laugh. We will. Don't worry. I'm used to dealing with it. Let's buy the tickets. Oh no, streamers are the final boss. No, wait. I don't want to have to fight Nova and Rascal at the same time. Okay, that's 5 passengers headed for Heimdall. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. Imagine if they actually did make us pay for the tickets and we just walked up and we're like, yeah, we're flat broke, we've got 0 money, and no weapons or accessories to sell to be able to make it. Passenger service bound for Heimdall. Now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board, please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop. Well, at least we won't be waiting long. There's a train to Heimdall every half hour after all. So, we're really headed to the capital. I've been there a few times before, but it's still pretty unfamiliar territory. Hey, AOD! Thanks for all those emotes. What do we got here? We got a oops, a Yene roast, a fireball, and a sweat. 4 very different emotes. Thank you for them all the same. I've been twice before on family business. Same here. I know where Elise's academy is, but that's about it. Not to worry, I'll explain more about the city on the way over. I cast Fireball at Genope. Oh no! Don't cast Fireball on me! I don't want to be fireballed. It's a pretty big city, though. I'm not even sure where to start. And Frost has set me on fire. Oh no. So I know I started late. I'm debating if I want to run late to make up for that, or if I should end at the normal time. And just go for a shorter stream. Alright, not too much longer till we arrive, so let me give you a quick overview. Heimdall is, among other things, the capital of this country, which means it's the home of the reigning emperor, His Majesty Eugen Riez Arnor III. Even children know that. Hi, Autumn. Welcome in. Why do we have a cat shaking his ass at my face? I don't know, but I love it. We need useful local knowledge, not a recitation of a travel brochure. Bah. Well, Heimdall is divided into 16 main districts. Each district's about as large as the whole town in any of the Empire's provinces. All in all, the city's population hovers around 800,000 people. Wow, I can hardly imagine that many people all in one place. Yene in my main project has a spell called Noxigans. It does a metric fuck ton of damage, definitely the highest damage you can do, and it's so satisfying. And because she was popular when the demo, I was making the rounds, I made her an emote. Ah, okay. So that's who that is. Well, the emote looks nice. I haven't seen the... Well, I may have seen the full character at some point, but I don't recognize the character based on the emote or the name. But the emote looks nice. Isn't it one of the continent's largest cities? Well, it's one of the largest continent's largest cities, isn't it? Indeed it is. Crossbell is known for being a thriving center of trade, but its population is only about 500,000. Crossbell! Meanwhile, to the south, Liberal's capital has about 300,000 people. Liberal! The Republic capital is pretty big, too. You're booing. But I don't think it's quite as big as Heimdall. No, Frost, no! Huh? Really? What? Oh, I was just wondering what kinds of tasks we may be asked to do in such an expansive city. I can hardly hazard a guess. Oh. Well, we don't know who our point of contact is or where we're even going to be staying. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up staying in Elliot or Machias' home. I doubt it. My house isn't big enough to put us all up. But Machias' dad is the governor, so maybe we'll be staying at his place. I think that's even less likely. Now you're casting Fireball at Frost. Agreed. Burn the man who wants to blow up the peak of Olive Trails. I say peak of Olive Trails. I haven't played Cold Steel's 2, 3, 4, Reverie, Daybreak, Daybreak 2, or whatchamacallit, Beyond the Horizon, so I still have a ways to go before I actually know the true peak of the series. But Crossbell has been pretty high for me so far. And yeah, Frost, we all know that you hate Lloyd because you're a meanie McMeanie. Hate the barrier, not the city, exactly. I think that's even less likely. Dad spends most of his time in his official residence, so I doubt anyone's going to be at our family's place. Instructor Sarah said there would be a guide of some sort waiting for us at the station, though she didn't mention who. That's the instructor for you. Honestly, she never really tells us anything, does she? He would find something else consistent. He would find something else to do, constant 10-minute speeches on if there was no barrier. True. I can't believe our field study dates coincide with the summer festival in Heimdall. He'd talk about Kia, exactly. He'd non-stop talk about his favorite daughter, his only daughter, his adoptive daughter. Would make a good pastor, just talks about nothing in a circle for a few hours. How dare you? Pastors in this game seem way more competent than that. I wonder if this is another one of Instructor Sarah's little schemes. I really wouldn't be surprised. Can't wait to see what horrors await us this month. That summer festival certainly seems to have caught your attention, though. Is it really that great? Oh yeah, biggest in the country. There are all kinds of exciting events, including loads of music-related things. Excuse me. Really now, that does sound like fun. Hopefully you'll get a chance to drop by your home at some point, too. The priests are better than Lloyd. You're entitled to your opinion. But I'm shaking my fist at you for hating my precious little bean. Who knows? The capital's pretty massive after all. It's gonna be a roll of the dice whether we're even close enough. I'd really like to see all my friends again, though, if I can. You seem kind of down. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I mean, we're going on a field study, not a vacation, right? We can't let ourselves get caught up in the festival atmosphere or we'll wind up with failing marks. I don't know if I've got the willpower to pull that off, though. Well, all we can do is try. St. Astria's Girls' School is in the capital, if I'm not mistaken. That's the school your sister attends. Do you think you'll be visiting her? I might if I get the chance. The last time we saw each other was only a few days ago, though, so I'd feel kind of awkward going to see her again so soon. I suppose it does stand to reason that even siblings would worry about such social faux pas. Oh yeah, you don't have any brothers or sisters, do you? I do not. I'm an only child. Although I've been asked by some of the girls I know to regard them as my younger sisters. Come to think of it, they're enrolled at St. Astria as well. Damreen, sick burn. I don't think saying she's an only child counts as a sick burn, Frost. Girls' academies sure sound like interesting places. I hope Elise doesn't get corrupted by her environment. You really are a devoted brother. Or rather, you come across as one who's devoted to most anyone, aside from himself. You think so? I do. Perhaps much of this could have been avoided if I were more like you. She's got a lot on her mind. If only there was something I could do to help them. So this month's field study is in the capital. We certainly won't be staying at my home, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of our tasks sent us there. Yeah, I guess your dad is a pretty busy man, huh? Hi, Judy! Welcome in! He'd have to be, governing a city the size of Heimdall. Gonna be eating and lurking? Welcome in, wonderful. Wonderful, enjoy. Enjoy your lurk, enjoy your food. What are you eating? Busy doesn't even begin to describe it. He barely has time to come home most days. And with all the preparations for the festival, I'd be surprised if we even saw him, much less had an opportunity to talk to him. That would be a shame. I have no idea. I'm heading down to grab whatever my fam brought back. Understandable. I feel that. It is what it is. I'll just be happy if we're able to fulfill some requests on his behalf so we can lighten his load a bit. Sure, we'd be all more we'd all be more than happy to help. Hugh and Elliot are going to be the stars this time around after all, so you get to call the shots if you want. Well, it is our hometown. Well, we'll take charge of things while we're there. At least in terms of city navigation. We'll be able to show you the way to any facilities you need. Thanks, we'll be counting on you. Not gonna have long to enjoy the journey this time. Yeah, we're not straying too far from Trista. We probably could have made the walk if we really wanted to, but I wonder if you can set up a counter and for 50 Mira, it adds 50 to the counter, and every month you do a payout via wheel spin to those who have selected the option. Maybe I could do that. I don't know what the payout would be. Call it the Bank of Crow. Yes. I don't know what the payout would be. We can workshop something. Someone can workshop something. Just a Mira that was put in. Oh, just you pay out however much, just flat. Not even with interest or anything, just that much flat. I like it, Frost. Yeah, we're not straying too far from Trista. Do you enjoy traveling then? Somewhat. We used to travel a lot in the Corps. I see. Did you spend a lot of time admiring the view through the train windows then? Sometimes. You should pay it out. You win emotional damage! We traveled in airships and boats too. But sometimes we were stowed away in cargo holds so we couldn't see anything. It's not like she's deliberately trying to annoy Laura or anything. And I don't think Laura actually wants to be irritated by her either. Have half the wheel options be no payout or carry over to the next month? Maybe. There's got to be some kind of common ground. Something to help them get through this. What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. Time to challenge everybody to some
Go
blade.
easy on me, okay? Okay then, let's draw. Well, looks like I'm up first.
Indeed you are.
The same score means we draw again, right? Well, looks like I'm
That
up
is in
first.
fact what that means. God, I hate all the cards in my hand.
I didn't see that coming.
Bolt that.
I didn't see that coming. Really? You're playing that now? Bolt!
Did I just bolt a 2? Yeah.
Bolt!
Yeah.
Mirror!
He took my hand back. Or his hand back. That would have us tie. Yeah, I think a tie is
The same
probably
score
better
means
here.
we draw again, right? The same score means we draw again, right?
You know, they could have had
Well,
at
looks
least
I'm up
like
first.
2 lines
Mirror.
per person for that sort of thing. Let's just play the 8. Sweet. We win.
I'm paused.
Then let us begin our duel.
And for the record, Frost, I said I like Blade, not that I'm good at it.
Please draw a card. Then I'll make the first move.
Mediocre
Divine
hand.
Bolt.
I don't even know what my card was, but she bolted it. I'm both bad at it and don't like it. That's understandable.
We're evenly matched. Let's redraw. The first move is yours.
Oh god.
We're evenly matched. Let's redraw. The first move is yours. Mirror.
Just gotta wait for them to put in 1-for-1 Magic the Gathering game in. Agreed. Agreed.
Divine Bolt. Divine Bolt.
Cheap viewers on streamboo.com.
Well played. Mirror.
AOD.
An excellent duel.
Thanks, AOD. You probably were already in the middle of doing that before I called your name, but I appreciate it anyways. It was auto-blocked anyways. That's fair. It does say likely ban evader restricted, but actually
Looks like
banning
you're up
it
first.
is also like useful.
Now you've
We'll
done it.
bolt the 7. I'll take your 7 then. And now I'm stuck to numbers. At least my 1 gets utility.
We're even. We'll have to redraw. I'll go first then. Mirror!
I would love...
We're even. We'll have to redraw. I'll go first then. Mirror!
God, I don't want to be playing such high cards right now.
It's mostly luck anyway.
Ended up working, but still. Look at Machias, he's the only person that I haven't maxed out yet.
Let the battle begin.
I'm sorry, Frost. I know he's your favorite character.
We draw here, right? Guess we'd better draw again. Guess we'd better draw again. Guess we'd better draw again.
God, what the heck are the odds of this?
I'm first.
Yeah, well...
Guess we'd better draw again. You're first, I guess. Ouch.
bolt that.
Crap. Take this.
Guard advantage is even.
Ouch. Ouch. Looks like I win.
Yeah. That's okay. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This semi-express line is bound for Heimdall. Our next stop is Heimdall, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure that you have all your belongings with you when you disembark the train. Phew, looks like we're almost there. Indeed, it doesn't feel as though the train ride was all that long. Heh. Well, our Heimdall's just a stone's throw west of Trista. We could have just gone back to Trista at night. Well, yes, that's true, but plenty of people commute to work in the capital city every day, after all. They probably do.
Exactly on time.
I know that voice.
Huh?
It's Claire!
Hear that?
Hi, Claire.
You're from the Railway Military Police, if memory serves me correctly.
You're Captain Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me. I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
So, this must be the woman the group who went to Keldic encountered.
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is.
Oh, darn.
He should be here any moment now. Oh, here he comes.
Perfect timing.
No way.
Machias knows that voice, apparently. It's Doodles!
Dad?
Or not.
Huh.
I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the Reformists' most influential voices.
Yay.
So this is Machias' father.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself.
No. I see two of the same person, and they are both Dudley. Exactly.
I'm Carl Regnitz, Machias' father. I'm the governor of Heimdall and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
$8:50 a.m. That's before I wake up most days still. I'm not usually up until around 9:30 almost. My apologies for the location. I would have preferred to brief you in City Hall. That's before you go to sleep. Yikes. But I'm regrettably short on time, so I had to ask the captain here to lend us this room. Anyway, let's move on to confirming your assignments and lodgings. Hold on a minute. How did you, of all people, end up being the one to sort our lodgings and tasks? That seems a little too convenient. Yeah, now that you mention it. If you wouldn't mind us asking, sir, how did you wind up as our point of contact? Ha, my apologies. I probably should have explained a little more first. It's actually a very simple reason. I'm here because I sit on Thor's Military Academy's board of directors. You what? So now we have 3 people associated with students in our class that are also on the board of directors. How? First Eustace's brother, then Elisa's mother, and now Machias' father. It stretches the bounds of the imagination to believe the Academy's choice of directors is mere coincidence. Haha, I can assure you, the 3 of us didn't arrange for it to be that way. Are you sure about that? If anything, I was unsure what to do when the Academy first offered the position to me. The Academy did? Would I be right in assuming there's some kind of secret reason behind the formation of Class 7? I'm afraid that's not my place to say. But whatever the case may be, I'm the 3rd and final member of the Board of Directors. And that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field studies tasks and arranged lodging for you all. Unbelievable. It's all starting to make sense now. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying before. Excuse me. Yes, as I said, I'm short on time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days, of which this is the first. As such, the 3rd day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half of the city to tend to a list of needs I've drawn up for you. So one group will take the eastern half of the city and the other group the west? The city's big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart even though we're in the same place. Indeed. I hope you've seen for yourselves how vast Heimdall is. We've literally arrived at the station and are here now. If both groups were to rove around the entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. As such, I've broken it down so that all of Group A's tasks cover the area east of Vanquir Street, while Group B's tasks are focused on the areas west of Vanquir Street. Not Vanquir Street. Must be an important street. I believe Vanquir Street is the main thoroughfare that runs the city leading to the Imperial Palace. That's the one. As soon as you leave the station, you'll see it stretching out to the north. It's hardly a precise division, but for the purposes of this field study, I'm sure it'll be more than sufficient. Now, I'd like each group to take one of these envelopes. Sweet. Address and keys in addition to our envelopes? Ooh. This envelope looks just like the ones we usually get with our field study initial itinerary. But what about this address and the keys? Group A, Alto Street, 432-21. Group B, Vesta Street, 527-126. Sorry. Oh, Alto Street. That's around where my family lives. Really? Yep. Can't say the address brings any particular place to mind, though. I seem to recall Vesta Street being a main street on the west side of the city. Yep, it's a fairly lively working-class neighborhood. Dad, are these... That's right. The addresses of the places where you'll be staying here, along with their keys. Both groups will be staying in different places, so I suggest tracking down your lodgings before you start your work. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise to help you get a better feel of the city. Hopefully this one won't have us falling into a pit below the city and fighting monsters for our lives. My apologies. I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave now. Dad? Spoiler? What do you mean, spoiler? I'm just repeating what happened the last time that we had an orienteering exercise. You know, back at the school when we were dropped into the place below the old school building. Sorry about that. Preparations for the summer festival have me running from place to place, as you can imagine. I wish I could stay and chat for a bit longer, but that's life in politics for you. Oh, and one more thing. The communications functionality of your Arcus has been enabled in the city. How are you going to enable that one yourself, Governor Regnitz? Good luck out there. Wait, hold on just a second. I'm not sure what to make of it all. Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to seem a lot more strict, but he actually seems more playful. I feel ashamed that you had to see that. He's always been like that, I'm afraid. At least he manages to fulfill his responsibility as governor, somehow. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good at his job. Coming from the background he does, he's friendly and down to earth, but people say he's a born leader, too. The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in a favorable light as well. I hear he butts heads with the noble faction far less often than his fellow reformist Chancellor Osborne. In politics, a friendly demeanor can just as easily be an act to sway popular sentiment. After all, there aren't many who can waltz in and borrow meeting space from the RMP. Well, the capital is the nexus and the heart of the nation's entire railway network. As such, the Railway Military Police finds itself indebted daily to Governor Regnitz's good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor, at least a little. Come on now. Well, thank you for allowing us to use this room for our meeting. We need to get our field study underway, so if you'll excuse us. Of course, I wish you well in your studies. If you'll follow me, I'll escort you to the station's exit. Incredible. It's so vast. Heimdall, the Vermilion capital. The size of the city never ceases to amaze me. Way too many people. You know what? That's fair. That's fair, Fee. It only starts to sink in that I'm in the capital after I see an orbital tram zipping along. Is that what those little train vehicles are? I've never had the opportunity to ride one, but I believe they're used to ferry people around the city more easily. Yeah, they're the main form of public transportation here. They link all 16 of the capital's main districts. They're something of an icon here in Heimdall. Their fare is pretty cheap too, which makes them convenient for getting around. Lots of people use them so often that they just buy a yearly pass. Amazing. All of that and so many orbital cars on the roads too. Sorry. Ah, isn't that is that building off in the distance? That would be Valflame Palace, resident of His Majesty the Emperor. Although, from what I understand, Chancellor Osborne's imperial government is also situated within. Yes, that's the case. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave here. I wish you the best of luck on your 3 days of field study. Thank you. thanks for taking the time to see us off. She really doesn't seem like she's an army officer, does she? Indeed. Though the Railway Military Police are known as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions. Not to mention one of the branches most despised by the aristocracy. If a province has a railway, you can virtually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in the security affairs. I've rarely seen them in the Gram. Though, judging by their actions during our encounter at the Nature Park, they did seem exceptionally well trained. Yeah, even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling right over the provincial army. On top of that, the canyon is so elegant and pretty. The captain is so elegant and pretty. Elisa. She even looks good in a uniform. Some people have all the luck. It's like she's everything Sarah isn't. You could say that again. Though it seems like those two have more than a little history between them. Alright, I suppose we ought to get moving then. Yeah, we'll need to hop a tram to where our lodges are, then find the addresses we've been given. We've got a long 3 days ahead of us, so let's give them our best. You can count on it. Fee, Laura, take care of yourselves. You too. May the goddess be with you all. Take care. Alright, bye for now then. Making good progress. The eastbound Orbital tram will be departing momentarily. All those wishing to board, please do so at this time. Vadenquare Street. I'm sure we'll never be coming here. I haven't been to the capital in a long time, but I'm always surprised at just how big the street is. Really? This view is nothing special to those who've lived here all their lives. But I suppose seeing all the orbital cars and trams zipping along must be a right seal to the people from the provinces. Real sight, not a right seal. Indeed, even though in my home, province people are depending less and less on horse-drawn carriages, I've never seen so many orbital cars in one place before. Well, even here, carriages were the standard until around 20 years ago. But these days, they seem kind of quaint. You never really see them anymore. The Republic's capital has a lot of cars too, just like this. After that, Crossbell probably has the most. Oh, really? You've done a lot of traveling for someone your age. Though I guess you were in a... Yep, Jaeger work takes you places. Anyway, what's Alto Street like? That's where we're staying while we're here, right? Isn't that where your house is, Elliot? Yeah, it's a pretty calm street, I guess. Ah, we should be taking a right here. Thump thump. Thump thump. Thump thump. Thump thump. Reason to not have a camera on. You would watch me yawn more than you'd be paying attention to the game. And before you go thinking maybe I should stream before work instead, that would not help at all. I don't really find myself near Alto Street all that often. Looks like you live in a nice part of the city, though. You think? Anyway, we should start looking for where our lodgings are. Oh yeah, Elliot. You live around here, right? Why don't we drop by your house first? But, well, that does seem like the natural thing to do. I kind of want to see it. Well, it's really near here, but still, I doubt my dad will be in. Not sure if my sis will be either. Yeah, I think you mentioned having an older sister before. All the more reason to pay the visit then, right? Okay, if you insist. Thanks. My house is the two-story place with all the flowers over there. Don't know if anyone's home right now, but we can at least have a look. It's literally like the first house after the cafe. It's been so long since I was last here that I feel a bit nervous. Don't worry, I know the feeling. No need for such hard ringing. This is your home, after all. I know, but still. Okay, come in. Come on in, everyone. Wow. It feels like it's been ages since I was home. So this is Elliot's house. Oh, is someone there? Finally we get to meet the reason this bloodline should continue. I'll be with you in just a moment. Do I like that voice for her? Sorry for the wait. What? Is she? She looks just like Elliot. Hi sis, I'm home. Elliot? Elliot! Whoa! Oh my. It's you. It's really you. I didn't think I'd be able to see you again so soon. Oh, thank the goddess. Sis, please, not in front of my classmates. Heh. Looks like they get along pretty well. Yeah, I'm almost jealous. I'm Elliot's older sister, Fiona Craig. I hear you've been saving my brother's skin at school. I'm so glad to finally meet you all. Actually, Elliot's doing the one doing the saving most of the time, especially when he's on healing duty. He's really good at that. Indeed, his attentiveness has proven valuable on many occasions. Yeah, it has. Are you blushing? Of course not. Why would I be? You must be Reen, Laura, Machias, and Fee. Now I can see what you meant when you wrote that you made some really interesting friends. Yeah. You're not teaching any piano classes today? As it so happens, I have the day off. And none of the children have come by either, so you picked a good time to visit. Oh, you teach piano here at home? Elliot is in the wind orchestra at the academy, too. Is everyone in this family a musician? Well, almost. My dad's not really the musical type. Couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. Excuse me. I'd love the chance to go to a concert as a family once in a while. But he's so busy with work that he rarely has the chance to come home and see us. What does your dad do, anyway? And of course, now my nose is also stuffed. Lovely. His dad fights aliens to save the world. That sounds about right, Frost. Have you seen any aliens? No? That's because Elliot's dad does his frickin' job. Well... Oh, have you not told them? Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever saying... Is it something secret that you can't talk about? I see them all the time, like every new arc. Fair. Oh no, nothing like that. It's just... He's in the Imperial Army. First Piccolo, then Raditz, then Vegeta. Exactly. The Imperial Army? Really? Yeah. Probably no way you'd guess that looking at me, right? I don't exactly inherit the physique. You've got a point. Nightwolf, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. AOD, can we get a shout out for Emperor Nightwolf? But man, the last name Craig in the army? It sounds really familiar. Wait. Still on Trails of Cold Steel 2. Good to hear it, Emperor. Or, why did I call you Emperor? I have never referred to you as Emperor. Good to hear it, Nightwolf. Your father wouldn't happen to be Olaf Craig, would he? The Olaf Craig? Decorated Lieutenant General of Erebonia's Armed Forces? Emperor. Yeah, AOD is super kind, Nightwolf. He'll shout out anybody as long as I ask him to. Cough, cough. That's our dad, alright. Am got past a very heartbreaking, I assume a heartbreaking scene. Well, I am looking forward to the waterworks. How far are you in that game? Like, what chapter? I think I've heard of him. Many consider him the most formidable general in the Imperial Army. And he is known more widely around the Empire as simply as Craig the Red. He leads the 4th Armored Division, which boasts the greatest firepower in the entire armed forces. I read about him in the research I did before entering the academy, but I never put the 2 and 2 together when I met Elliot. So, Genopei's vocal range. Shut up, AOD. My vocal range is terrible, I know. Come to think of it, doesn't Instructor Neidhart come from the 4th Armored Division too? It kind of threw me when I saw Elliot just casually chatting with him a while ago. But now I can see how you'd wind up talking with him outside of class. Mods, ban that man. I'm not gonna ban AOD. Oh, you were trying to shout out my vocal range. Wow. Okay. Okay. Exactly. AOD is the law. We subscribe to his law, not mine. Oh. Did you see that? Yeah, I met him through my dad before coming to the academy. Well, I'm not surprised you didn't peg me as Olaf Craig's son. I was kinda hoping you wouldn't figure it out. Elliot. Doesn't take a psychic to see there's something going on there. Sorry. I didn't mean to make things all awkward like this. Just don't worry about it. Wow, that's not the voice I was giving him earlier. Oh, right. Do you know of any hotels around here, Fiona? We've got an address for where we're staying, and it's apparently around here, but I've got no clue where it actually is. What? You're not staying here? Well, we are in town for a field study. Besides, there aren't enough beds here for all of us. But it's been so long since I last saw you. I guess you finally reached that age where it's not cool to give your your sis big hugs anymore? I feel a little sad, but I guess we all grow up. I'll still be watching over you, though. Sis, please. His sister seems to be even more attached to him than he is to her. Still, that's kind of strange. There aren't any hotels in this area. At least, not that I know of. Huh? None at all? Perhaps my father gave us the wrong address? Well, your father doesn't seem like the type to make such a careless mistake. I'm not 100% sure, but can you show me the address he gave you? Oh, sure thing. It's written right here. Rean handed the memo with the address of the lodgings to Fiona. Oh, I think I know where this is. Isn't this where the old Bracer Guild used to be? Oh! A guild branch? Are you sure? Yeah, an old friend of mine used to work there. I wonder if we know her old friend. Though we've been out of touch for a while now. Really? I had no idea. Bracers, huh? Still, I'm baffled as to why my father would choose to put us in an old guild house. Well, we should at least go have a look for ourselves. Do you know the way, Elliot? I think so. It should be just down the road from here. Aw, I was hoping you'd stay a bit longer, but if you have things to do, I'll just sit here alone. It'd make my day if you dropped by for meals while you're here, though. I'd be more than happy to cook for you all. That sounds great. What do you guys think? Well, if it wouldn't be any trouble for you, I'm not gonna turn down home cooking. I'm in. That's the spirit. I'll be sure to treat you to the very best I can whip up this evening. So make sure you get plenty done today and work up a real appetite. It seems we have more than just the Forstival than just the festival to look forward to now. You said it. Alright, let's head over to the guild. Okay. Ugh. Sorry about that. I forgot to mute before I started doing that, so 1 second. Yeah, Frost, I said I'm sorry already. Cut me some slack.
Right.
I still can't believe that Elliot's come back home so quickly. Oh, Adios, thank you for answering my prayers. I think you might be overacting a little bit. Hehe. Either way, I'm so pleased to have you all here. I'll be sure to make something extra delicious for dinner tonight, so make sure you're all back in time. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Are we able to come into the cafe? I used to come here pretty often before I came to Thor's. Perhaps we should settle our business in the area before we visit. That's fair. Yeah, this is definitely the place written on the memo. I didn't think we'd end up staying in an old guild branch. I'm guessing Group B was fixed up in the other one then. So, there's more than one guild branch in the city? No, there's currently 0 guild branches in the city. This is a former guild branch. Yeah, back when the guild still had a presence in Heimdall, there were at least 2 branches. The guild pulled out of the city over a year ago, though, so not many pay attention to these buildings now. Is that so? The guild still has an active branch in my hometown, Legram. Really? That's more the exception than the rule these days. The building looks surprisingly new, considering they've been gone for over a year. Oh, that's because there was a big fire swept through about 2 years ago. They rebuilt the buildings after that, but they wound up getting shuttered when the guild left town anyway. No one knows for sure whether the fire was an accident or not. Some people still think it was set by terrorists. That's an unsettling thought. That's just a rumor, though. There's no proof or anything. Must have been that operation. Nothing. Did he say 2 years ago? Sure did. Anyway, let's head in, shall we? My father gave us the key, so we should be able to let ourselves in. Well, shall we open it? Nah, let's just leave. Yep, get out your torches. We're setting fire to the place. AOD's got his own burning. You know, I was actually expecting it to be way less tidy inside. There's some kind of notice posted up on the on some of the walls and the bulletin boards. I bet it was some old liberalian man that set them all on fire. Better invade liberal. Yep. Exactly. It seems to be a notice of who's currently in charge of the building. Apparently, it's currently owned by the local government. Well, that explains why the governor had the authority to let us stay here while we were in town. Which part are we staying in, then? There's nothing but a reception counter down here, so I suppose we must be staying upstairs. Let's go drop off our stuff and see what we've got in store for the day. Bracer beds. He's prepared brand new beds for us and everything. Isn't that going a little far? This isn't a hotel. I'm not gonna complain. Your dad really seems like a nice guy. We should appreciate his consideration. Alright, alright. Now that we've got our lodging sorted out, time to take a look at today's tasks. Assigned tasks. Ooh, we've got several required ones. My name is Noble. I run the Der Himmel Hotel, which unfortunately currently has a monster lurking beneath it. If you can get rid of it, please see me at my hotel in the Granier district. A customer who visited my gelato stall yesterday had accidentally dropped their hat. I'd like to give it back to them. I'm not sure how. If you have any good ideas, please visit my stall in Dreikel's Plaza. Chronicles of the Chronicle. A journalist at the Imperial Chronicle needs assistance with a tourism piece he's preparing. For more information, speak to me at reception in our office in Vanquer Street, and I will connect you to. One of my cafe's most popular records has been shattered. If possible, I'd like to get another record of the same song, but I need help. Come visit me at Concert Cafe, Etoile, on Alto Street for further information. Hey, that's where we are. The tasks Maki's father selected certainly show the variety one would expect from a city this size. Yeah, well, we need to make sure we know exactly what each task involves before taking it on. Our group's covering the area east of Vanquer Street, so it might be a good idea to go around and scope out all those places before noon. Agreed. I want to get an idea of where everything is. We can use the Orbital Tram to visit all the relevant locations on this side of the city while we're going through our tasks. You two alright with being on our travel guides? Of course. Might as well put all our knowledge to good use. It may be hard to show you around a city this size, but I'll give you as grand a tour as I can. Sis said she'll fix us dinner for us, so let's head back there when it starts getting late. Yeah, once we're done with everything, let's go to Elliot's house. Okay, let's get moving. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Understood. Let's do all we can to ensure we're not shut down by Group B. While in Heimdall, you can travel between areas of the city relevant to the group's field study. You can still fast travel. need to ride a tram to reach your destination. That's about the only thing that's relevant there, is that sometimes we can't fast travel. Welcome back, Elliot. Seeing you walk in, it's like nothing's changed. Glad to see you're doing well, Hemming. Is he an old friend of yours? Yep, let me introduce you. Hemming used to be a famous musician, but now he's settled down and owns this place. Fiona and I have known him since we were kids, and we owe him a lot. The place is pretty popular, too. If you're involved with music in Heimdall, you probably know Etoile. Etoile. Fascinating. I wasn't even aware that a place like this existed. It's kind of relaxing. Thank you. Now then, now that the introductions are out of the way, you sent us a request for us to take care of, didn't you? I did, in fact. Can you start straight away? Should we, Rean? Yeah, I suppose. Sure, mind telling us what you need? The request mentioned that one of your favorite records was smashed? That's right. It happened while I was trying to change around the store's layout. Ended up knocking over one of the shelves over by mistake, which in turn led to the record falling out and shattering. What terrible luck. Which record was it? Tragically enough, it was Amber Amour. Oh no, you play that one every night. And if it came out over 30 years ago, it has become rather hard to find, yes. You know your music. The Wind Orchestra would be proud. Maybe. I've got plenty of other records to play while I look for a replacement, so it's not an insurmountable problem. I'm more worried about the fact that I have an old friend stopping by this evening who really loves that song. That's why I'd like to ask you if you can find me a replacement before the end of the day. Makes sense. I assume you've searched all of the nearby record stores already. I did, but none of them had it in stock. This is a big city, though. I haven't given up on it just yet. Which is why I sent a request your way. Then we have our work cut out for us. Does anyone know of any stores that might sell old records? We might want to ask Fiona about that. Oh yeah, I suppose a piano instructor would know where to buy records. Probably knows every store. My thoughts exactly. She's probably our best bet. Then we know where to start. Hopefully she'll be able to help us. Look at you kids, already formulating a plan. Here, Elliot, this should cover the cost of the record if you manage to find it. Thanks. Okay, we're off to find that record. I'm sure you will. Damn, all of my voices ended up just completely changing over the course of that scene. Hey, Fiona. Or Fiona. Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with? We hope so. Elliot explained that Hemming asked them to search for a copy of Amber Amour. Oh no, poor Hemming. That might be a hard record to find, though. Will it, though, Fiona? How hard will it really be? As far as I can remember, most stores here don't stock it anymore. That's what we were afraid of. But that's why we came to you. We thought you might know some other way we can get our hands on it. This is something of a long shot, but how about asking over at Plaza Bifrost on Vanaquer Street? That's not a suggestion I was expecting. Same here. I don't remember there being any music stores in there. Did they add one while I was gone? We should find the famous traveling bard to record a new one for us. But what famous traveling bards would we find in Heimdall, Frost? I don't suspect that there are any that would be here. Not within the building itself, no. However, Plaza Bifrost actually has a number of partner stores all throughout the city, some of which have sell records. So if you ask there, they'll be able to check if any of them have a copy in stock. Check the Opera House. I'm sure they know one or one. Also, welcome in, Black Rose. How are you doing? We've been going through Heimdall. That's quite a trick. Or quite the trick. I'm impressed. Well, you learn these kinds of things as you grow up. Aren't you lucky to have such a reliable sister, Elliot? And so humble, too. But I can't deny that you've really helped us out. Thanks a lot. We'll head straight for the Plaza Bifrost now. Just remember to be careful. She's really crazy about her brother, isn't she? Yeah, I'm kinda jealous. Part of my plan to get AOD to ban himself. That's true. That is, in fact, Frost's #1 goal. I don't know if AOD could ban himself if he wanted to. If I tried to ban myself, the resulting contradiction would divide the universe by 0. Very true. Excuse me. Whose room is this? Nothing worth seeing in here. Let's get going. Oh, is this your room, Elliot? Well, yeah, but it's... Man, it's a huge mess in there, so I'd really rather you didn't see it. No one gets that flustered over just a mess. Suspicious. Well, I can't believe that Elliot, of all people, would have indecent material lying about. Of course not. I just rather you all didn't go inside, that's all. Reen's massive minor detail radar went off. Yep. Heh. Alright, if you insist. And this is your sister's room. So you don't want us going into your own room, but you're totally fine with us entering your sister's room. And I'm gonna spare you all the scene of, can we go into your dad's room? No. Let's head to Vanquer Street. Or Vanquer Street. I'll get it right someday, maybe. S-craft that door open. Class 7 exposes secrets. Exactly! Just blow up the door with an S-craft. It's okay. It's not like Elliot has his yet or anything. So this is Vanquer Street. It sure is busy. Of course, it's the biggest street in Heimdall. There's more to it than just Plaza Bifrost too, which means you'll see lots of different types of people. Different types of people and different types of orbital vehicles, it seems. Well, that's probably due to the Imperial Transportation Act that came into effect last year. Hey, we learned about that right before our midterms. I think that was one of the questions that we actually got right, too. Maybe. Don't run into the road, Machias. Yes, please do not run into the road. That goes to you as well, chat. You're the last person I need treating me like a child. Anyway, it sounds like we'll be coming here a lot during our visit. We better take the chance to familiarize ourselves with the shops here. Plaza Bifrost. What do you have? Nothing that I want. Just because I already have them doesn't mean I can't buy them for my inventory's sake. Well, with Carnelia reprints, I officially have purchased all the chapters that I've read. Missed chapter 4 of Red Moon Rose, I guess. Unless I find that this chapter. No, if I found that this chapter, I wouldn't have chapter 5 or 6 yet. Guess I'll have to manipulate Mitch until he gives it to me. Oh, you guys are from Thor's, aren't you? My parents work there. You guys know anyone from Class 7? I'm always hearing about them in their fancy red uniforms. Well, welcome to Heimdall. Glad to have you here. Finally, somebody who doesn't recognize the fact that we're from Class 7 already. What chapter did I need? I believe it is... let me double check. Yeah, chapter 4 of Red Moon Rose. Chapter 4 is only found at the start of Final Fantasy X. Damn. Guess I'll have to boot that up after I install it onto my PC again. Jewelry shop. Oh, Oryx Canyon. Got it, got it. I knew what you meant. Is in chapter 2. Yeah, yeah. Hello, you must be Flint. I take it this is your drugstore. Is there anything here that I particularly want? Thought we talked about that like 3 streams ago. We probably did. My memory when it comes to that sort of thing isn't necessarily the best. I thought I got it from Mitch, unless I got a different book from Mitch. I might need to go back and have a talking to with Mitch again at some point. I also tried shopping at Mitch's a couple of times earlier today and then didn't find anything. Admittedly, I didn't really go super hard on it or anything, so I might have missed, or I might have just missed it. Next hidden quest is on the 26th. I need to find Bond, James Bond. Is that his name, Bond? Welcome to Plaza Bifrost. Is there anything I can help you with? We're looking for a specific item, and we heard this was the place to ask. That's right. What can I help you find today? We're trying to find a record that came out roughly 30 years ago. It's called Amber Amour. Is there any chance that someone here would have it in stock? Amber Amour. Allow me to get in touch with our affiliated stores. Please bear with me as I do so. Thank you for waiting. Did you manage to find it? I'm afraid not. I contacted all 5 stores, but none of them had a copy, I'm afraid. That's less than ideal. Can you ask anyone else? Unfortunately not. I'm afraid you might have to inquire somewhere else. However, before we resort to that, is it possible for us to contact the record maker and ask them to send us a copy? Would that be of interest to you? How long would it take to arrive? It depends on the company, but anywhere from a week to a month, I'd say. Oh. Unfortunately, we were asked to find a copy by tonight. While I appreciate the offer, there's not much point in getting it a week from now. So you need it right away. Then might I suggest you visit the Ost District? They have a very reliable secondhand store in there that might have it. Oh, right, I didn't think of that. Didn't realize there were secondhand stores in Heimdall. Don't you live in Ost District, Miss... blah. Don't you live in Ost District, Machias? Not only do I live there, I know the woman who runs the store. Thank you for the emotes, Black Rose. I appreciate them. The store's named Emerald's, and I'm fairly certain they sell old records. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Fine by me. We really appreciate all the help you've given us. My pleasure. I do hope that you find what you're looking for. Let's go to the Ost District. This is the Ost District, where I was born and raised. You'll find mostly lower-class citizens and laborers living out here. Huh. There's a lot of old-looking buildings in the area, but it doesn't look especially run down. It wasn't included in the city's redevelopment plan, but they take good care of it nowadays. Once my father and Chancellor Osborne came into power, at least. Ooh, one of the best characters in this area, you think? Who is it, Frost? If you remember their name. I'm bad with names in this game, especially of NPCs, but... The two of them managed to improve the employment numbers around here, and in turn, the standard of living. If you don't nail their accent first try without hearing it, I will riot. God damn it. That's why they're so popular here in Heimdall. Chancellor Osborne, in particular, is famous for holding his ground against even the most influential nobles. Interesting. Does that mean we're near your house, Machias? Yeah, relatively. While there isn't much to see here, everyone gets along pretty well, and they're always here for each other. On that note, there are a number of people here whom I'd like to see before we leave, but I'll do that later. Fine by me. Let's go. Let's go. Hee. It's an awfully nice house, isn't it? We've been married for 3 years now, so we went all out and bought our own place. It's really nice having a home to call your own. Hey there. Do you need anything? It's just your ever house, but feel free to make yourselves at home. He doesn't seem nervous at all. Can't relate. Slumming in an apartment life. I'm so sorry. Gamgee. Long time no see, Gamgee. Machias. Didn't expect to see you back so soon. Did Carl call you back to help with the summer festival or something? Not exactly. Then again, this is my father we're talking about. That might have been his plan all along. Guess you haven't overgrown your habit of overthinking things. Either way, glad to see you're doing well. Make yourselves at home. I'd like to buy something from you. What? I don't know. Man, I'm so bored. You'd think we'd get more customers with the summer festival so close. I need you to order something or I'm gonna die of boredom. I just bought like 10 freaking coffees. Kitty! Meow. 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 We got a kitty, chat. translate all cats properly, please? I'm sorry? I don't know the cat language. Right. Where am I heading next? Phew. The amount of deliveries I gotta make always jumps whenever the summer festival starts closing in. You have a kitty cat, I have 2. There's a book in FC that tells you their language. I don't remember reading that book, I'm sorry. It's no problem though, I grew up here. Know this place like the back of my hand. I remember hearing about that, but I don't remember actually, like, reading the book. Because I didn't read any of the books at the time. Marcus! What are you doing back here? Send help, they're holding me hostage. Oh Lord, please, no, I'm sorry. Yo, Marcus! Didn't they tell you you didn't think you'd show your ugly mug around here again so quickly? Some people never grow up. I'd hope that you'd quit the delinquent act and start actually studying for once. Shut it! You haven't got the right to tell us what to do. Darn straight. Pattery's #1 here in the Ost District, so don't even try to mess with her. Why am I making him, like, subtly British? I have no idea. Come on, Petrie. Show him how scary we are. Right. Listen up, jackass. You sure you don't need thicker glasses? Looks like you're getting blinder by the day. Haha. Eat that, Dork Lord. You sure know some, interesting people. I wish I didn't. Emerald's used goods. Marcus is like, I want to be picking with the stick. Nightwolf, I am sorry. I don't think I can understand what you're trying to say here. Marcus is like, I don't want to be, I want to picking with the stick up Usus, my rival. That's more than just typos, Nightwolf. Welcome. Oh, hey, Marcus. Huh? What are you doing here? What happened to your grandmother? It's kind of odd to not see her here. Pattery needs to be a hard Brooklyn accent. Is that who you were talking about earlier? When you said, when you were saying, I thought I heard an AI talking. I'm sorry, I'm bad with accents. When you said, one of the best characters in this area, you meant Marcus doesn't want to be here. He wants to fight his rival, the stuck-up Usus. Fair enough. Fair enough. What happened to your grandmother? It's kind of odd not to see her here. She called it quits. Basically, so now the store's all mine. Really? No need to freak out. I'm handling things pretty well. Anyway, be sure to drop by if you're ever in the neighborhood. I don't have too many years on me, but I know what I'm doing. Right. Anyway, there's something I'd like to ask. We're searching for a specific record. Do you happen to know if you have an Amber Amour in stock here by any chance? Let me have a look, okay? Right. I think I like that voice better than this one for Marcus. Sorry for the wait. Is this the one? Yay, we got it. Thank you very much. So this is the one. So is that the one? Yep, it's the real deal. It's in really good condition considering that it's secondhand too. Hemming will be ecstatic to see this. I prefer mute Machias. Well, I give him a voice on account of that's how the being somebody who does all the voices works. I'd probably do a lot better with any of these voices if I stuck to like 2 or 3, not all of them. Hemming will be ecstatic to see this. How much is it? It's 10% whole off the original price. Only 10%? That's still pretty expensive. Hey, I'm trying to run a business here. It's a fair price given how well the records managed to hold its value. I figured it'd be more than the regular price since it's so rare. See, she gets it. It'd be way more than retail price if it were out of print, too. 10%. Take it or leave it. We'll take it. This should cover it. Pleasure doing business with you. Well, we found what we needed. Yeah, let's bring this back to Hemming. Right. But first, I want to do more shopping. Oh, this is that type of shop. Except you don't have a curios section. Which is saddening. I wish you had a curios section. Also, for the first time since Chapter 1, I'm actually exchanging my Sepith Mask for Mira. Welcome in, Pizza Cat. How are you doing? Just talking to the kitties. We're in Heimdall today. I know that there are more kitties. You just woke up? Welcome to the land of the conscious. It's a place where sadly we all need to be. Just because you're smart doesn't make you a tough guy, Machias. Next time you try to step up, I'll beat you so badly you'll never step again. And don't forget it. Was that better for you, Frost? That's better, thank you. Thank you. I approve. Does she get a voice in future games? I don't think she gets a voice in this one, if I recall. I could be wrong, though. Alto Street. Even the world and Trails of Cold Steel hates Machias. Fair enough. No, she doesn't? Okay. That would be a spoiler. She dies at the end of this game. Oh, no! She's just a random NPC. Well, she's a beloved NPC that just dies at the end of this game, and it's like, what? You know what? Recovers 25 CP will... I can't afford that many. I will, however, buy... Let's go with 9 of them. Why would you tell him that? The super obviously not real spoiler. Why would you tell me? You know, when the nuclear warheads hit Heimdall? Ah, shit. You're right. It's all a secret chat. It's Machias' fan. He's a Machias fan at heart. Yeah, we all know that Frost loves Machias. Machias is his favorite character. So, you found it after all. Somehow, yeah. It's all yours. Elliot gave Hemming Amber Amor and his change and told him about what happened. Sorry I couldn't find you a brand new one. Oh, no need to worry. You've really saved my evening. Now I don't need to worry about disappointing my friend. How wonderful to hear. Yeah, all that searching was worth it. Well, you can't go without a reward, so here. It's one of your desserts. One of our desserts. That is 5 of your desserts, good sir. Although I guess there's 1 per person. Thank you very much. It looks so good, I sort of want to eat it right now. Haha! That's quite the compliment. Well then, the best of luck with the rest of your field study. Yay. Well, look who it is. Didn't expect to see you home just yet, Elliot. Hi, Rand. Somehow I'm not surprised to see you with your nose in another book. Judging by those blueprints, I'm guessing it's another military-related one. Close, but no cigar. It's actually a book for trained fanatics. Darn good one at that. Well, I figured I had a 50-50 chance. Wonderful. 1 quest down. Do we want to go do a hat delivery or Imperial Chronicle? Let's go to the Imperial Chronicle. Let's see. Does anybody here... You need a slot that I can't fill. You need a slot that I can't fill. You all have slots that I can't empty. We all vote hat. Well, we got 1 vote for hat. And the guy who's playing the video game votes for Imperial Chronicle.
Isn't this...
Oh, this is where they published the Imperial Chronicle newspaper.
Sure is. Hi there, are you Mr. Imperial Chronicle himself? I can't believe those idiots actually up top want me to actually rewrite this. Why are they so scared of publishing anything that's remotely challenging? People want to get shaken up. They're tired of the softball pablum they're forced to read. Are they, though? Hello. How can I help you? Hi, we're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're here to follow up on a request someone made of us. Ah, I see. You must be Class 7 then. Would you like him to call the man who made this request out to meet you? Yes, please. Understood. Please take a seat on the sofa there, then, while I do so. Yes, please. That was way too strong of a voice. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Norton, a photographer here at the Imperial Capital. This guy again. Should have let him die in the Highlands. Why do you just want everybody to die, Frost? That being said, we are in ads. I'm in a side quest. Who cares about side quest dialogue? I've actually met Reen here before, though. Glad to see you're keeping well. Likewise. Nice to see you again. Didn't expect to run into you like this, though. You know him? Yeah, I met him during our field study last month. Right, back when you were in the Nord Highlands. Yep, I was there at the same time. I really owe Reen and the rest of his group for everything they did for me. I probably wouldn't have gotten pictures as good as I did if it weren't for them. Wow, that is bad. Maybe I will take advantage of the break and go get myself some water. I will be back momentarily. He got the story of a lifetime. You're not wrong. Actions should have consequences, and he didn't get any. He got some consequences there, Frost. Maybe not negative consequences, but he got consequences. His consequences were just rewards instead of punishments. Anywho, BRB. I mean, of course he does, Frost. She has a magical staff. Of course she's gonna be hitting harder. Yeah, crap caught. Cheese it. Ad break's almost over, don't worry. Let the song ride out. How much longer is on it anyways? Oh, 2 minutes? Never mind. We're not letting this song ride out. We are going back to the game immediately. Now you're exaggerating things. I'll take the compliment, though. Controller, thank you. I wouldn't mind having you folks with me next time I head out. Okay, enough hopes and dreams. Let's talk about the details of this request. I'm guessing it's Summer Festival related. How could it not be? It's always got us scrambling this time of year. Basically, I want you to help us take some of the weight off of our shoulders. And how would we do that exactly? We need you to help us make a tourist pamphlet, essentially. We put these things out on a regular basis, but this one's made specifically for the festival. But like I said, we're so swamped around here that it's really dragging. Sounds tough. I assume you wouldn't be asking us to actually write the thing, would you? Haha, no. We wouldn't go that far. We need you to do some of the featured stories, go to some of the featured stores and do a couple of things. First, you collect each store's comment for the pamphlet. Don't worry, we've asked them to write it down in advance. After that, we need you to take a picture of the store and its employees for us. And just to make sure everything's the way it should be sure to read each store's comment back to them. That sounds very doable. Yeah. Kree knows how to use a camera too, so we shouldn't run into any issues. Do we? Have we shown excellence or usability with a camera in a previous field study that I forgot about? Is that so? I'm hardly an expert, but I know how to work one at least. Now that we know what we have to do, just how many stores Just how many stores will we be visiting exactly? 5 in total. We learned from the Master Rex. True, that's definitely how we learned. They're all on Valancourt Street, too, so you won't be running around too much. God, I got something in my nose. I think it's just hair, but still. You'll find the first 2 in the Plaza Bifrost. You'll be looking for the Weston House, which is a general grocery store, and Mimosa, a coffee shop of sorts. Then, south of Plaza Bifrost, you'll find a weapons shop named Watson's. Followed by Lumiere Orbital Factory south of that. Last but not least, there's Lesage, which is right next to Lumiere. You got all that, Machias? Yeah, that's a lot of stops, but I doubt we'll have any trouble finding them. Yeah, they're all on the west side of Valancourt Street, so you're not exactly going to get lost. Well, that's everything you need to know. Any questions? Nope, we're good. Great, you're gonna need this then. Camera. I'm heading back to work now, so I'm counting on you. Get Citron to give me a shout when you've been to all the stores. I'd appreciate if you give her the comments on the camera while you're at it too. Will do. Okay then, let's get started. Can we visit Mirage Cross? Need to get gifts for Laura, Elisa, and Emma. Unless that's an actual store and you're being serious, which I highly doubt. Why did I read that as Mirage Cross? No, Marriage Cross. Elliot looks awful. What do you mean? He looks amazing, Judy. He's got a little bowler cap and his little coat. I think he looks fantastic. Mwahaha. to talk to you. Welcome, table for 5. Not right now. We're here for the Imperial Chronicle. Reen explained that they were here to collect your comments and take a photo of the store. Ah, right. They told me to expect you. I've got our comment right here. Fuck the Imperial Chronicle. Thanks. It's not an available place now, but it's a store that Elfin was talking about when she and Elise saw Reen on the way to the Highlands. Ah, okay. By the way, I managed to start Chapter 4 in SC, and you're right, the story is really starting to pick up and get spicy. I told you! I told you, Judy! What does your friend that hates everything think about it right here so far? I told you so? Yep. I do mean to say I told you so in this case. It's an adult store. Yeah, for 2 grown adults who want to get married. He's been busy working right now, so he didn't get to see it yet. God damn it. I'll read this out loud just to make sure it's correct. Let us provide you with a moment of luxury during your time in the capital. How does that sound? Sounds good to me. Okay, next we need to take a picture of the store. Say cheese! Thank you for your cooperation. Anytime. Thanks for doing all this. Do we need to talk to you? We do not. Well, I'm sure once he is finally able to go back and watch your VODs, he'll be like, yeah, no, the story's really good here now. Welcome to Weston House. Thanks. We're here to do a favor for the Imperial Chronicle. Reen explained they were here to collect a comment. Yep. Ah, yes. My contact there said you'd be dropping by. Here's our comment. Thanks. Let me read this back to you just to make sure everything's in order. Letting our customers leave with a smile is our greatest honor, so please pay us a visit on your next trip to Heimdall. Is that okay? Hahaha, wow. It sounds so embarrassing when you read it out loud like that. But even so, that's right. Great. Now for a picture, if you don't mind. Okay. Say cheese. Much appreciated. Oh, please, it was nothing. Say fuzzy pickles. Maybe I'll play that one day for a free day. I don't know yet. Welcome! Feel free to take a look around. We're actually here on behalf of the Imperial Chronicle. Yep. Ah, yeah, they told me you'd be stopping by. Here you go, then. Thank you very much. Can I take a look? Sure. Mind reading it back to him, too? Let's see. We've gained our customers' trust with our long-standing tradition of expertise. How's that sound? Perfection. Okay, next up we'd like to take a picture of the store. Make sure I look cool in it now. I'll try. Say cheese. Thank you very much. That is a difference of 40 attack here. Oh. Now we're getting to the part where it's like, okay, what all do we actually want to be giving our characters? Because an upgrade in one area does not equate to an upgrade in all areas. Absolutely. Hey there! Welcome to the Lumiere Orbital Factory. What can I do for you? We're actually here on behalf of the Imperial Chronicle. Ah, shit. Reed explained that they were here to collect a comment, take a photo. Don't spend all your money before you hit the expensive store. I can make more, Frost. I've got Elliot here, and might have to make omelets for 4 hours. Maybe. If I gotta make omelets for more time, I will grind omelets for more time. Oh, for the pamphlet? Yeah, I heard about that. Well, here you go. Thank you very much. Just to recap, stop by Lumiere Orbital Factory for all your orbit-related needs. Does that sound right? You bet it does. Right then, next up is taking a picture of the store. Say cheese. Thank you very much. Not at all. And finally, Lesage. Welcome to Lesage. I can tell you're here from your uniforms that you're Thor students. That's right. How'd you know? We made those uniforms in this very store. Really? Ah. The store does share its name with the boutique in Trista, now that I think about it. Hehe. This is Lesage's main branch. Back to business. Have you come in search of something specific? Or are you just here to browse? Well, neither. I see. I was told to expect someone to swing by. Here's our comments, if you please. Thank you. Please, allow me to read it back to you. If you want to stay on the cutting edge of fashion, you want to shop Lesage. Is this acceptable? It is indeed. Now for a picture of the store. Say cheese. Thank you very much. Not at all. Right then. I think that's all of them. Yeah, let's report back to Norman. But first, do you have any clothes that are worth purchasing? Ah. Wait. I messed up. Okay. She now has 40 evade. Not a bad amount at all. And by not a bad amount, I mean a very good amount of evade. Good day, everyone. I assume you've all you finished Norton's request? That we have. Here you go. Thank you very much. I'll go call Norton back out here, so please make yourselves comfortable on the sofa. Will do, ma'am. Nice work out there. Just had the photos you took developed and gave them once over. How were they? I was a bit nervous knowing that a pro would be looking at them. Let me tell you, there was no need for that. You took some nice shots. They're just right for this. Oh, that's a relief. Nice. Good for you. Do all the comments... I just need a need better voice in general. Do all the comments seem to be in order? Yup. Looked good to me. Now all we gotta do is plan out the pamphlet's layout and we'll be done. That's wonderful. Is Junpei getting sick? I think you need a hot drink and some rest. Look, is there a chance that I'm getting sick? Maybe. I think there's also a lot of, you try doing the voice that I'm doing for Machias and Norton here, and not coughing. Jeez, they are difficult to do. Why did I decide to go with such a raspy voice for one of my main characters? Fair, exactly. Running around Vanquish Street was worth it then. I'll say. You know, I'm just gonna change Norton's voice at the very least. I'll say. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. You did great work. Oh, right. Can't forget to hand out your reward. Here you go. Intimidation. That's very nice of you. Thanks. Time for me to get back to work. Feels a lot less... feels like a lot less to handle, thanks to all of you, though. Yeah! Wait, is this where I wanted to go? Wait, no, I was supposed to go to that Hat's place next. I guess I should have gone to Dreikel Street. This is the Garnier District. It's famous for being home to the Heimdall Opera House, as well as a bunch of expensive jewelers and hotels. So it's kind of an entertainment district then. Doesn't seem like the kind of place we'll be spending much time in, at least. There's a casino and one of the clubs around here, too. It probably goes without saying, but it's completely off limits to us. I have to admit, I'm curious. Boo! Agreed, Fee. Boo! I can do without the casino, but I'd love to see something at the Opera House someday. I mean, their operas are the face of Erebonian culture, after all. I'd love to see one too, especially if I could get one of the box seats. They must be amazing to earn such high praise from you two. But right now, we've got a request to take care of, so let's take a look around. Fine idea. We do have a request to take care of, but first... let's go to where I meant to go, which is Dreikel's Plaza. Because we've got a request over here as well. Why are you saying no? I don't know where you see the person I want to see. Never mind. Okay, fine. This is the Dreikel's Plaza. A large building you can see up in the distance is Valflame Plaza. Is Valflame Palace, home of the Imperial family and the government. I can see a statue of Emperor Dreikel's Lionheart in the center of the plaza as well. This is the one place in the capital that never gets any less stunning, no matter how many times I see it. Well, we came all the way out here, so we might as well go take a closer look. Yep. I know that a certain someone will eventually be in here. I just don't think they're here yet. Wait, yeah, they are. Never mind. So this is Valflame Palace. It's just magnificent. If I were even 1,000th as majestic as this building, go look at the statue in all its glory. After Anton. It has like 5 total polygons. If I were even 1,000th as majestic as this building, maybe she wouldn't have rejected me. Anton's actually a poet, you know. He's been using his tragic love life as inspiration for everything he writes. Traveling only reminds him of his past rejections, which helps him write more.
Here's the statue of Emperor Dreikels. He strikes quite a stately pose.
Weird to think he's the one who founded our academy.
It is kind of weird. Oh. I was hoping I could get a better look at it, but this is probably about as close as I can really get. And still able to, like, see. And yeah, it sure is, like, not very high poly, that's for sure. I mean, you can't blame a PS Vita game for not looking like a, you know, PC video game. Welcome! Would you like some gelato? I can blame anyone I want, and I'll blame Machias. Fair. If you want to blame Machias for that, you can. Excuse me, I'd like to... No. Make it 5 lemon gelatos. Oh, wow! There are a lot of you today. How many will you be having and what flavors? I'll take lemon. Don't play along with her. Unfortunately, we haven't come to purchase any of your assuredly delicious gelato. We were sent by the governor to assist you with a request. Oh, so that's why you're here. Sorry about that. I cast low polygon rendering on Frost. Good, do it. Did you get your scans due for your game? Buy fee a gelato, you bastards! Exactly. She wants lemon. Ah, no worries. May I ask what you needed her help with? Oh, of course. There was a customer who stopped by for some gelato the other day, you see. He told me all about how his hat was a handmade gift he received from someone very special to him. Ironically, he dropped it by my stall, and there's been no sign of him ever since. That's not good. Especially if it was so important to him. He was probably devastated after he realized he'd lost it too. Which means he's most likely frantically searching for it as we speak. The catch being that he's unaware of exactly where he dropped it. Yep, that's probably it. I could have given it back to him by now if he were a regular customer, but he's definitely not. Well, if you knew who he was, this wouldn't be a problem. How old do you think he was? Black Rose, you have been requested by AOD. I don't know if he's able to pay attention to his computer right now. I like how they describe the concept of losing an item. Yeah! You lost something and you don't know where you lost it. I'd say he was in his 20s at least. He did mention that he was from the Ost district. That's all I know, though. Sorry. How many 20-somethings are there in Heimdall? How many 20-something males are there in Heimdall? Well, the city has a population of 800,000. If we assume around half of them are male, that's around 400,000. If we assume, like, I don't know, maybe 20% of them are in the 20 to 30 range. So that's probably a, like, let's see, 20% of 400. 0.2 times 4. 150,000-ish? 125,000, 150,000? Somewhere in that general range. We're doing some math, yeah. Basically, we only have to search 125,000 people in order to find this hat. I like those odds. More than would make this easy. Still, knowing he's from the Ost district should make things easier. Oh yeah, that's where your house is, isn't it? We've been there, Reen. Exactly. The Ost district has a strong sense of community, and I know a pub owner who may know something. So I assume we'll find him eventually. Then I see no reason to not go to this pub. Probably our best bet. Could we take this hat with us, Jasmine? Of course. Here you go. Thank you. You now need to find out how many people are rendered in the game, and divide it by the projected population. I'm not going to do that, Frost. If you would like to do that, if you would like to boot up a save in Heimdall and find out how many people in this particular city are men, you are welcome to do that. I will not. Okay, Machias, lead the way. Of course. They probably only have like 80 people, and that is more than I'd like to do. The pub's called Gamgee's, and it's owned by a man named, well, Ganji. It's located around the center of the district. So each person is like 10,000 people. Fair, but still. Yeah, I'm working on the second one for the scene now. Oh, you're talking to Black Earth again. Okay. Pubs are always good for getting info. She's played a JRPG before. Excuse me. Good luck finding him. I owe you some gelato for this. Don't worry, we'll make sure he gets his hat back. I'll take Lemon. Get this woman her gelato. And you know what? Lemon seems like a pretty strong gelato to get. 150 EP and 1000 HP. Maybe not like the absolute best thing we can be buying right now. Or maybe not the best thing we'll ever be able to buy. But that's pretty good. And mixed gelato cures KO too. I'll buy 15 of those. I guess I can't just simply warp to another district. We have to take the trolley. We might as well get a look at... Oh. I guess I can't leave. Geno paying the money. Let's go. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you were here when I did this, Black Rose. Because this is a New Game Plus run, Frost was ever so gracious as to teach me how I could make a shit ton of money as early as Chapter 1. Genuinely by breaking the game's economy. You are absolutely the one who taught me that, Frost. Don't try to claim that you did nothing. So, this is Valflame Palace. This is where the Imperial Governor is headquartered too, right? Yep, cooking. Making omelets for hours on end. Yeah. It's a pretty imposing building, though. Looking up at it, one can really appreciate the grand scale of this nation. True. Oh, you're all here too? I know whose voice that is. Wait, what are you guys doing here? Totally coincidence. It's not like we were planning to run into you here, baka. Little Elliot Craig, exactly. Isn't your group supposed to be focusing on the western half of the city? I seem to recall your group being assigned to cover the east side, and yet here you are. Aha, this must be where our areas overlap. Have you been going around exploring all the places on your list too? Yeah, yes. We only arrived here by tram a little while ago. How's everything coming along, Fee? Not bad. Still, in a city this big, it's quite a coincidence to just run into each other like this. True. Perhaps fate keeps trying to bring us together. I take it they put you all up in the old Gill House too then? Yeah, I have to say I didn't see that one coming. Your dad seems like he's the meddling type, Machias. Wish I could disagree. I'm sure he has his reasons. We've explored about half of our assigned areas so far. How about you? Yeah, I'd say we've been to about half of ours too. I see. It seems we all have some more legwork ahead of us. Yeah, let's give it our best out there. Oh hey, why don't we all get lunch together later? That sounds wonderful. There's no guarantee we'll be able to get together again during our first visit after all. True, it'd be a perfect chance to exchange information as well. I have no objections. Alright, just give us a call on the Arcus and when you're ready to take a break for lunch. We'll do the same. Sounds like a plan. Back to exploring then. Yeah, let's move on to the next area. Later, everyone. Later! Alright, let's go back to exploring then. Right. Let's see if we can finish scouting our assigned area before noon. Can I go to another district now? Yes. Back to the Ost district. Gotta go to Gamgee. Because I know who owns the hat, but we gotta go to Gamgee first. Hey, Machias. That's not an appropriate voice for somebody who's gonna introduce or say hi with hey. Hey, Machias, need something from me? I do. Could you take a look at this hat for us? We're searching for its owner, and I thought you might know whom it belonged to. Machias showed Gamgee the handmade summer cap. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. I figured. Oh, I remember now. Jim's wife made this for him after they got married. The guy was crazy about it and wouldn't stop showing it off, so I tried my best to erase the damn thing from my mind. So it's Jim's, is it? I'm surprised he dropped something that important to him, though. Well, hurry up and give it back to him. He'll probably cry tears of joy. Last I heard, he's off work today, so you should find him at his house. That's not the right voice. Repeats the same line in the same voice. Shut up, Frost. Just try to keep this a secret from his wife if you can. Things could get awkward if she heard that he dropped it, I guess. Discretion might be a good idea. Do you know where he lives? Yeah, step outside, take a right, and head down the steps. It's directly ahead. Thank you for the information, Gamgee. Heh, don't sweat it. You know, it would help if Elliot knew his left from his right. Hey, where's your hubby? Oh, hello there, Machias. Doesn't seem like Jim's home. Yeah, let's ask Grass where he is. You wouldn't happen to know where Jim is, would you? You just missed him, actually. He wandered out a short while ago without so much as a word. He's been acting a bit odd for the past few days, too. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it, would you? Also, why are you wearing the hat that's in our inventory? Damn, trying to make a move on the wife while the husband is out, Elliot? My man, god damn it, Frost. No, of course not. Right. What do you need him for, anyway? Gamgee wanted me to pass a message on to him, that's all. Well, that's kind of the kind of thing you'd want to do face to face. He shouldn't have gone far. Thank you for letting us know. Sorry for intruding. Maybe he's right outside. If I can get outside. Hi, Jim. Come on, Tram, hurry up. I really wish I could remember where I dropped it. Jim, there you are. Jim, there you are. Found him just in time. Yeah, wouldn't have been easy to find him if you'd gotten on the tram. Did you say find him? Were you looking for me for some reason? That we were. This wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? My hat! I can't believe it. This is it. The hat that Grass made for me. Oh, thank Adios. I've been looking for all over for this for the past few days. Where in the world did you find it? We didn't find it at all. The lady at the gelato stall by the plaza picked it up after you dropped it. Oh? Now that I think about it, I do remember taking it off over there since my hand was getting itchy. And then... you accidentally dropped it? Is that? I had no idea you were here, Grass. Sorry, Machias. I decided to follow you after I realized what was happened. I can't believe you, Jam. Not only did you drop it, you didn't even tell me the truth about it. Sorry, I didn't want to upset you. I understand how you felt. But you should have just told me. Didn't you swear to never keep anything from me when we got married? I'm more upset over the fact that you broke that oath, if anything else. You're right. I'm so sorry. I should have told you right away. I'll forgive you this time. Thank you so much for returning it to him. I couldn't be more grateful. This isn't even close to a proper reward, but here. Hey, EP charge 2s. Are you sure we can have these? Oh, by all means, please give our thanks to the lady at the gelato stall too. Of course. Well then, let's go home, darling. We wouldn't want to waste your days off now, would we? Haha. No, we wouldn't. Why do I keep trying to give him the Machias voice? Again, thank you so much for all this. So, you managed to find him then? Thank goodness. How can I ever repay you? I think you're overestimating what we actually did. Don't worry about it. That's not true at all. Speaking of which, you must be exhausted from all that running around. How about some gelato to freshen yourselves up? You mean it? Wow, thank you. It's the least I can do. Received 4 vanilla gelatos, also known as Janilla Velatos, and 1 Gemin Lovato. What a treat, thank you. They look deliciously refreshing. Plus the ones that I bought earlier. Okay, now I can be here. Oh hey, I do wonder what will become of those rumors regarding Prince Alphin's dance partner at the garden party. Everyone's debating so fiercely around who exactly it will be. Oh hey look, a jewelry store.
Wow, a tiara encrusted with carnelians? This is about as ritzy as you can get.
It's so shiny. My turn.
I'm sure we won't come back here, which is why I'm here now. Good day. We're currently exhibiting this particular piece of antique jewelry, the Crimson Tiara. I know a person who would love that, right? Truly breathtaking, isn't it? As a matter of fact, it's being considered for inclusion in the National Treasure due to its historical value. But go on. Gaze upon its beauty to your heart's content. Welcome to San Correa's Jewelers. Has this diamond bracelet got your eye? It was designed in a style popular to Heimdall during... It was designed in a style popular in Heimdall during the Middle Ages, when the Crimson Tiara was created. I was gonna say, I feel like one of these is an actual shop. Evergreens! More evasion. Translators need to use some punctuation, right? Jesus. I am starting to run somewhat low on money. I knew the store would come and you would need money. Yup. What a beautiful tiara. I'm so glad I made the time to come and see it for myself. I never thought I'd have the chance to view the legendary Crimson Tiara in person. The Crimson Tiara was crafted by hand in the Middle Ages. It's a magnificent representative of work from that period. Please take all the time you'd like to enjoy the sight. This might become a national treasure after all. Yeah, no, when I first came here, I could tell almost immediately that there was going to be a side quest involving that tiara. 6 evergreens and 2 passionate rogue is what you usually buy from this in this game. Fair enough. Where's the other one that I had? There it is. But I prefer the double abyss shadow strap more. And we might as well give you a little bit of evade. Where'd your evergreen go? There we go. Welcome to Der Himmel. Excuse us, we're here to learn more about the request we received from this hotel. Is the manager available? He should know who we are if you mentioned that we're from Thor's military academy. Oh yes, we've heard all about you. Unfortunately, however, Noble had to leave on urgent business. Wait, hold on, their name is Noble? He should be back during the afternoon though, so I might request that you return then. If that's the case, there isn't much for us to do if he isn't here, so leaving this request for later seems like our only option. Yeah, let's take care of the others then. The first line of the quest literally told you that. You read it out loud. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Got it. Yeah, it really does say, my name is Noble. Do I just have to talk to you again? Thank you for visiting Der Himmel. This hotel is fully furnished with spas and massage rooms. To make your stay as pleasant and relaxing as possible, we strive to offer what other hotels do not, and we'd love to have your company. How's my CP for everybody? Not bad at all. Low enough that I'm just gonna go ahead and rest anyways. After visiting the assigned areas and completing their mandatory tasks, Reen and Group A contacted Group B. Noon had long since passed, so both groups gathered in Vaincourt Street's department store for a late lunch. Phew! I just want you all to know, I don't normally eat that much. Considering the size of the capital, I'm not surprised we've all worked up an appetite running around. Well, I guess now we ought to have plenty of energy to make some good progress this afternoon. Boink. Are you calling someone a pig? Indeed. Although... is there really nothing we can do about these two? This is getting ridiculous. You're one to talk, Eustace. It took us like 2.5 months to finally get you two to stop being you. No, never. They seemed uncomfortable during the entire meal, too. I can only hope we'll be able to find some way to reconcile their differences soon. I know, but nothing ever good ever comes from rushing these things. I've got a feeling that they're going to get over it on their own soon. I hope you're right. And you know, considering how they end up getting over it, which I will describe as vaguely as possible, I know they could have gotten over it in the previous field study. But they have... Thank you for covering your ears, Frost. They could have done it last field study, but they have to do it on screen, so they couldn't. And that's the only reason why we even have them still fighting. Anyway, we should get back to work. It said it shouldn't take too much longer to finish things up. Yeah, I think we've got maybe one mandatory task left. Heh. And that one we couldn't do just because the client was out at the time. Well, hopefully he's back by now. We'll go check in when we get a chance. We'll see you all again at some point. I hope this field study proves useful for us. Agreed. Good luck, everyone. Catch you later. Alright, let's head back to the hotel in the Garnier district. Let's hope the manager's back in. Give me just a moment, guys. I see. Okay. Just wanted to double check on something.
Go!
Also, Frost, you can uncover your ears now if you want.
My turn.
Yeah, you can uncover your ears now, Frost. You're fine. Helps if I go to the right place. Is anyone there? You know what? Maybe I'll, Here, we'll just type this out in chat. Welcome to Der Himmel. Might you be searching for a room? Oh, good. Seems like the owner's back. Actually, we were here about a monster extermination request you placed. Oh, thank God, that was a long spoiler section. I did briefly look away from the screen. I apologize. Oh, you came to take care of that for us, did you? You all seem rather young. Are you sure you'll be able to handle it? We have significant experience in monster extermination. I don't foresee any problems. Can you explain what exactly you'd like us to do? They want us to kill a monster. That's not the sort of question you need to ask, Machias. Well, if you insist. The request involves the eradication of the monster currently living underneath this hotel. Underneath? You see, beneath the city lies a network of underground passages built during the Middle Ages. One of those passages happens to lead directly to this hotel's basement. So, it was originally constructed during the so-called Dark Ages. I seem to remember reading something like that in a book a while back. Yeah, these tunnels have apparently been unattended for a long time now. Correct. However, lately there seems to be a concerning increase in the number of monsters inhabiting this passage. An employee went to investigate and brought back reports of a particularly large creature in there as well. Before, we'd occasionally put in a request for the guild to clear the monsters underground, but that isn't an option this time, as the guild branches in the city closed over a year ago. Doesn't sound good. Our customers certainly won't be able to rest easy with dangerous creatures prowling around beneath the hotel. Do you think you can take care of this matter for us? Certainly, just leave everything to us. Can you explain how we're to enter the underground passage? First, you'll need this key. Use it to unlock the door at the opposite end of the entrance hall. This will lead you down to the underground passage. However, I'm afraid I know nothing of the passage's layout, including how vast the network of tunnels is. Please do be careful down there. We will. Alright, as soon as we're prepared, let's head down into the underground passage. Roger. We're going to need to make sure we've got all our equipment prepped and ready.
Oh my.
Hello? Female voice?
Lady Clotilde, is it time for you to depart?
Yeah, they named her after the consul, right?
Yes, I'll be stepping out for a while.
Also, Frost, who's Vita? Her name is Charming Woman.
But more importantly, who do we have here?
Is that... No way!
Her name is Lady Clotilde. No, her name is Charming Woman. The owner of the hotel got that one wrong, unfortunately. Although Machias seems to think that this is Vivi. Doesn't he realize that Vivi has pink hair and a twin sister named Lind? And looks nothing like this?
Vita Clotilde?
Whoa! I can't believe it! It's really her!
I never thought I'd actually get the chance to meet her.
Wait, who is this now?
I would commit war crimes for her. Fair.
You three! Don't just stand there staring!
Machias is actually right for once.
You're in the presence of the legendary opera singer Vita Clotilde, the Azure Diva herself!
Azure Diva?
The Azure Diva, huh? I do recall hearing that name at some point.
Wait, you don't know who she is?
I'm not surprised. Opera is a world unto itself. I expect there are multitudes who have never heard of me before.
You know, now knowing that this is Erika Lindbeck, I can understand why I might have missed the fact that this was Erika Lindbeck my first playthrough.
I'm Vita Clotilde, an opera singer. I'd be delighted if you would come and hear me sing sometime.
It's a pleasure to meet you. She's really pretty. By the way, I couldn't help but notice your uniforms. You're all students, then. Did you come here in hopes of getting my autograph by any chance? Of course we did! What other reason could we possibly have to be here? Okay, cool your jets, you two. We're all students from Thor's Military Academy in Trista. We came to the capital on a field study, making our rounds and ended up here. Started making our rounds and ended up here. Huh, what a way to take the wind out of my sails. But a military academy, you say? Could that mean you've come to take care of the beast in the underground passage? Yep, just about to get started. Just leave the monster to us. We'll have it down for the count before you know it. I'm relieved to hear that. I've been quite worried ever since I first heard about it. Still, you said you're here on a field study? My schools these days certainly put their students through some challenging coursework. I doubt there are any other academies in the country with a curriculum quite like ours. Elliot, Fee, Machias, and Laura, you go take care of the monsters. We got other things to take care of. Ah, I'm sorry. But I really need to be on my way or I'll be late for my rehearsal. If you'll excuse me. Our apologies for delaying you. Not at all, and made for a pleasant diversion. I wish you all the best with your field study. I'm sure it won't be easy. Wow. She's even prettier in person than she is in the photographs. Yeah, nothing compares to the real thing. Oh no, we forgot to get her autograph! Damn it, Machias. How dare you? Aw, what a shame. Still, she seemed to be a fine woman. Not only beautiful, but considerate and patient as well. Yeah, I got that impression too. So, she's a famous opera singer, huh? Heh. I feel like it wouldn't take too much coaxing to become a fan of hers. What's wrong, Fee? It's probably nothing. Anyway, there's some creature waiting down there for us to serve it in an eviction notice. The door to the underground is on the right-hand side of the hall once we're ready to go. Alrighty, let's go fight us a monster. Well, the door's unlocked now, but it sounds like it's quite a maze down there. Yeah, we should probably make sure we're well prepared before going in. It also seems like a wise idea to make sure we finished all our other tasks first. After finishing exploring the underground passage, yeah. So this is what the underground passage looks like inside. Wow. It seems crazy they built something like this in the Middle Ages. Seems the monster we're after must be pretty deep inside too. Laura, Fee, just to be sure, you're both ready to begin exploring, right? Alright, you're gonna head to bed? Black Rose, this is the part where you're supposed to say that you're getting home from work. Not going to bed. What the heck is wrong with you? In all seriousness, though, Black Rose, have a good night. Sweet dreams. We'll see you next time. Of course. If I couldn't be of service in situations like these, it'd be pointless for me to be here at all. Holy crap, it's 1 a.m. It sure is. And because I started late, I'm going for another hour. Same here. I've got your back. I think it's about time we finally formed a successful combat link, Fee. We may have different approaches to combat, but we both show our true worth on the battlefield. I doubt you wish to bring further shame upon yourself, and I feel the same. True. I'll try to match the rhythm of your breathing. We'll do everything we can to support you too. Alright, let's go. I'm almost surprised the game doesn't force us to join the two. Have a good night, everyone. You as well, AOD. Thought I was gonna have to break that one.
I spy treasure.
My turn.
Caught us off guard. Watch out!
Apparently this was the enemy advantage. mean, it removes one person.
Flames, gavel on my blade.
Welcome back, adders.
Strike!
Right.
Again, the game will not let me combine with Fee, even though the game is trying to say that they're more than adequate at performing combat links now.
Hey! Stand down!
My turn.
Go! There! Now's our chance! Let's go, everyone! Up
All right.
Okay, we did it.
This is our real power!
Let's get this over with. I'll handle it.
Go!
Of course. Huh? You still have a lot of training to do.
Hey, multiple level ups. Good, good.
Great!
Gale! Yay!
I've only just begun.
You're also out. Have a good night. Okay, thank you, Frost.
I did it!
Hope you all dream of Vita. I mean, we all know what you're dreaming of tonight, Frost. Vita, Sharon, Claire, and Redacted. All the adult women in this game. Wrong way.
Enemies ahead!
Here we go! Go!
An opening! My turn. Shatter!
My turn. I'll handle it.
My turn. There! Now's our chance!
An opening!
Okay.
My turn. Hi! You still have a lot of training to do.
Sure do.
My turn.
Of course.
My turn.
Go! There!
Okay.
Take this! My turn. Hi!
My turn.
Here we go!
My turn. Now.
Broken. Nice work.
I was.
Here we go!
Right. The advantage is ours.
My turn.
Go! Go!
An opening!
You're finished!
Of course. Huh? You still have a lot of training to do. This would make a great training area. I envy the people who live around here.
I'm sure it would.
Only you would see an underground passage and think about training.
Also true.
Enemies ahead. We'll have to fight.
Okay.
Too slow.
Here we go!
Now, one day,
My
chat, I'll use his S break when I actually have a decent number of people close to me
My turn.
for me to use it on.
Too slow. My turn.
Right. Huh?
Give it up.
I'll handle it.
Go!
Too slow.
Of course. Huh? Evil will fall before my blade.
Done.
I did it!
Alrighty. Got one more hour.
Now's our chance. What?
I'll handle it.
I can probably do most of the dungeon and maybe even the boss by the end of the night.
My turn!
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Here we go!
Of course.
My turn.
I'll handle it. Done.
Heart. Most devilish thing you can steal from a man. His heart.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
I'll handle it.
Right.
Go!
The second form, Gale! Go!
Right.
Kill? I probably should have double checked what they were weak to before deciding that I was going to attack them with a
Okay.
spell. They're weak to fire. These guys are very weak to fire and water.
My turn!
Right!
My turn. Hostiles neutralized.
Man. I'm starting to fall asleep on stream. Maybe I shouldn't be here.
Bring it on!
My turn. Here.
My turn!
Of course. Now!
We got this.
My turn.
Oh shit.
Sorry, everyone.
That didn't deal very much damage, but they
Okay.
had death blow. Right.
Thanks!
Right! Hey!
I was careless.
God damn it.
Go!
You have my things. My turn.
Thanks.
Things I did not buy include
Go. There.
Include revival
Right.
items. I don't have any of those.
Thanks.
My turn.
Here we go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, I think once I... Yeah, there's a safe point here, not too far away. Seeing as how I seem to be falling asleep on stream, and I really would rather not be doing that if I can avoid it, I'm gonna go ahead and end up calling it here. God, with there not being anybody here because everyone went to bed, I think I'm not gonna bother raiding out tonight either. If you are still here, you have a wonderful night. If not, well, whether you're here or not, I will see you all tomorrow night for some more Cold Steel. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.